book world. Because I'm an actor and a black male actor, I'm acutely aware of the resistance to black male sexuality that have been for many years. So one of my heroes is sitting to my right, Zane, because of what she has written, how she has broken, and you have broken, and your readers and customers have broken the myth that black people are not into sexuality, we don't like intimacy, we don't like romance.
We're human beings, right for and about human beings. I am most, to answer your question, Adrian, most excited about the world that we created and the characters we created, and to work with these two brilliant authors right here.
I'll just jump in here. It's so wonderful to be back at BEA, and I'm just so thrilled to be in this room with supporters and readers when you have a project that is not just your own voice, but it's actually 3 different voices. And the joy of it is, well, you can see the joy of it, lucky me. In the end, though, what comes out of that is something you would not have written on your own. And it's such a thrill to see it manifest and see how even the scenes I wasn't sure about, I didn't quite understand, how is that going to come out? When you actually put it on the paper, it works. Because we had planned it out, we had thought it through, the character works, and everyone's contributions shine forth. So I'm just absolutely thrilled to present this collaboration, and I love it, and I don't even feel like I'm being immodest to say that, because that isn't one just me. So I love it, and I hope you will
move from the lowest levels of society to the highest levels of society. So looking at those different things, I thought, you know, a black detective story done properly, done from the right perspective, has the ability to take a look at any place that black culture is vertically integrated in America, where you have both the wealthy and the educated, and you have the poor and the desperate, and you have politics, and you have industry, and you have all these different things. And by setting this in a company town, in other words, Hollywood is a company town in terms of movies, the way Detroit is for cars, you know, it's just a business in that sense. But the sparkle, the glamour of that often conceals a lot of really nasty infighting, broken hopes and dreams and shattered lives and all the stuff that makes really good drama. I can sink my teeth into, you know. So then there's a question, okay, if I'm going to have danger in here, people are going to shoot at this guy and club him on the back of the head, try to run him off the road and stuff like that. What kind of human being would ever go into a situation like that more than once? Okay. He has to be competent. He has to be physically competent. He has to be emotionally competent. More than that, he needs to have the kinds of wounds that make him want to heal himself by healing something outside himself. And when Blair was talking about bringing in the ex-gigolo thing, you know, sexual wounds run deep. They run deep. And romantic wounds have been torn in our culture, specifically as black people in this country. We may be the only people on the planet who did not create our own mythology about where we came from. Africans have their own mythology, but black Americans piggyback on the mythology of the people who hurt them. And I think that this has damaged us, and has damaged our ability to reach out to each other romantically and sexually, and just in that human thing, the ability to stand and look at the world and say, I am, and I am as good as anyone who has ever lived, because the mythology of any people on this planet says that God created them first, and they're the best. Okay? We're struggling to be equal, and everybody else is saying they're the best. And I wanted to create someone who had the power and the authority and the motivation to move beyond that, who had the sexual skills to create the kind of heat between a man and a woman that melds the two of them together into a unit that can do more than they can do individually. Because that's what that strength, that power is supposed to be about. And so this was an opportunity to do something that I had never seen. For the person who can be beaten down, but if you don't kill him, he will get back up. Okay? Yeah. Who can stand between the weak and the strong. You know? Who has that within himself, but at the same time is moving enough